Your busy schedules join us tonight. Happy Valentine's Day to all the women and the men. I'm not gonna leave y'all out. But happy Monday, happy Valentine's Day. Tonight we're here to give you some amazing information about this platform. Um, First, we want to get started with giving you the customer side of it. I am Krystal Allen. I'm a regional sales director in this business, and I have been here now for a year, and it has been an amazing journey. No, it hasn't always been easy, but I have loved it. I want to give thanks back to everybody on the team for all the love that we share and the information that we give each other to keep each other building and growing amongst each other. I came into this business because I too needed credit repair. As I was following a friend on Facebook, she was also following another business partner that we have. And so in following him, I got to posting his information. That's when I ran across our VP and our amazing mentor, Mr. Darryl Callum. So reaching out to him, explaining to him what I needed. He gave me the information, told me exactly what we had here. Then come to find out we're from the same town. And then getting into the information, not only from the credit repair side of it, but also the agent part of it. No brainer. So I'm here. I ended up going through a divorce, which caused me to not only file bankruptcy once, but twice. And it was also due to different illnesses that I was dealing with. And so when I came in here, my credit score started at like a 525. And after becoming a part of this business, my credit score has actually gone up now 180 points, which is an amazing thing. And so my biggest thing of being here, because I knew I owed it to myself to make this thing work, and then serving the people is a big thing for me. And so with that being said, I am going to get into showing you guys exactly what it is that we do on the credit repair side of everything. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Thank you, thank you. Well, we partner with a company called UCES, United Credit Education Services. And with that company, we were founded in 2004 and we're headquartered in Farmington Hills, Michigan. And as you can see here, we have a unique collection of services that are carefully selected to provide financial protection opportunities. And not only that, the key things to me that stuck out here is that we're a completely debt-free company that has helped thousands of people. We continue today to do the exact same thing. And you don't find too many companies nowadays that are debt-free, because you have so many companies that have gone into bankruptcy. Can't say that for this company. And we have the same key executives since the inception of the company. Now here, as you can see that we have several Americans that are drowning in credit card debt, which is 1.57 trillion as of March of 2019. Now it's 2022, and I'm pretty sure that number has tripled in numbers because of the pandemic. 56% of people in the US have no rainy day funds. As I stated before about the pandemic, we found out exactly where our finances stood when it came to the pandemic. It's very, very important that we have at least 3 to 7 months worth of funds saved up for emergencies, such as something like the pandemic, because our jobs are not guaranteed to us at all. Then you got 46% of baby boomers that have less than 10,000 worth of dollars saved up for retirement. I look at that as pertaining to like my mom. She's retired and she's still out here, she's working. And there's no reason for our baby boomers to be out here working. Then you have 40% of millennials that have spent money they didn't have to keep up with friends, and most keep it a secret. As you see here, we call this keeping up with the Joneses, because we'll get with our friends, we want to hang out, we want to spend money that we don't have. Then when it comes time for bills to be paid, we're trying to rob Peter to pay Paul, or we out here trying to borrow from family and friends to make ends meet. And I'm pretty sure all of us have done it, because I did it growing up. But then you got 43 million Americans that have a credit score of 599 or less. I can relate to this, and I'm pretty sure some of you can relate to this as well. Now, having poor credit can leave people with an anxiety, embarrassment, frustration, fear, and even confusion because you don't even know which way to turn when you're sitting around here with bad credit. Now, good credit can make things a lot easier for you, like purchase that new home that you have your eye on that you've been wishing for forever. New cars, no down payment on a new car, no cosigner. You got low interest rates on credit cards and loans. You have higher limits on anything that you want to get, and then contracts without security deposits. UCS is committed to helping individuals and families build, organize, and protect their financial future. Here at UCS, we want to make sure that we take care of everyone and we get you where you're needing to be financially. Now, as you can see here, we're the #1 award-winning company. Our suite of life-changing products. We offer you 12 amazing products, but the 3 that stick out to me because we're a financial literacy that provides credit restoration, that the 2 things, well, actually 4 things that actually stick out to me besides the credit restoration would be the credit builder, because in the process of removing those negative items, we're helping you build positive in order to get you where you're needing to be. Then the budgeting and savings goals, those tie in to me hand in hand, because not only am I sitting here building and budgeting my money, I'm also saving, putting aside for emergencies as well. Then I have the financial lockbox. There are times that I may leave my credit card or my ID at home. So with that financial lockbox, those important documents and IDs and credit cards that I have, I can put that inside of the financial lockbox. Then the net worth. We walk around here want to know what actors and artists are worth. We too need to know what we're worth. So some of you may or may not know how your credit score is calculated. Put a 5 in the chat if you already know how your credit score is calculated. Here you got 35% of your payment history, which is the biggest part of everything. That's your on-time payments that versus delinquencies in the last 24 months. This here means you need to pay your bills on time. If you can't make your payments on time, contact the creditors. Let them know what's going on with you financially so you don't get behind and then this appears on your credit report. Then you have 30% capacity and amount owed, which is the percentage of credit limits available, is what you have as far as your credit limits. Say you purchase a card, I say with Victoria's Secrets or someone, this is how much of the limit that you may have. Then you got 15% length of credit, how long you've had your accounts, how long you've had your mortgage, how long you've had your car note, how long you've had your credit cards. This is where 15% of length of credit is. 10% of new credit inquiries, the number of inquiries and new accounts that have been opened in the last 12 to 18 months. I usually tell my customers, you don't want to have over 3 of those inquiries on there within 12 to 18 months, because when you start going out here applying for things, it makes you look like you're desperate. So you don't want to have too many inquiries on your credit report. Then you have 10% types of credit, which are installment loans versus revolving loans. They can also be your mortgage, that can be your car note, that can be student loans, and they can be included as your 10% types of credit. Now here, after you've been in the program for at least 4 months, we have an awesome program that we've partnered with called Rocket Lawyers. And with Rocket Lawyers, what they do, they provide legal documents whenever you have any type of legal situations going on. So after 4 months of enjoying our services, you would get access to the Rocket Lawyers and your price decreases down to $69 a month. Here, this is called our Credit My Rent. This is very, very important. Credit My Rent can also be used as you would use your mortgage. A lot of people don't know that if you're paying rent, you can also have that reported. So here, this builds credit the smart way. And what it does is it's making it simple and affordable to build your credit score using payments that you're already making. So if you're making your rental payments on time, this can be reported. There's no increase in debt. You have on-time payment percentage, and then there's a positive payment history. And this goes back to 2 years. They report your rent to Equifax and TransUnion as low as $9.95 a month. Now, some of you use $9.95 a day just in lunch. So why not take that money and put it into crediting your rent? Here, once you become a part of the program, never think or feel that you are alone. Never think that whoever is assisting you is just going to lead you astray. We have an awesome protection plan roadmap that leads and guides you from the time that you are here to the time that you are done getting everything where you need to get it. So as you can see here, we help you get started by activating your services. We walk you through everything and show you how to get everything started. We teach you and show you how to build your credit score. In the process of doing that, you're working on any outstanding debt to get cleaned up. Then we establish your family security. You want your finances secured at all times. And then we stay on top of your finances. You don't want to get into the program, getting everything cleaned up, and then you fall off in the process, which means don't come into the program buying items. Do not establish new credit while trying to get it cleaned up. Also here, you have a free UCESPP app that you can download from the Apple Store, Google Play. Here with this app, you're able to see every single thing that's being done. You're not coming into a program to where you don't have any idea of what's going on. We make sure that you are aware of everything. And that's because we do leverage the Fair Credit Reporting Act. And we want to make sure that we stick by the laws here. Now, some of you are probably wondering, okay, you guys are offering all this amazing information and you're going to assist me with what is the price. It's a one-time fee of $188. And this also includes your first month of $89. There's no contract. Now, months 1 through 3 is $89. If you have to be a part of the business longer than that, this is going to be $69 for months 4 through 12. And anything after 12 months is $49. Now, after seeing that price, we do offer something that's very amazing. Everybody likes free. If you like free, I need you to put some fire, some thumbs up in the chat. We have the customer referral program. And with this protection plan, this is a free, and I say free, referral program. If you refer 5 people within the services, you get your services free. I have not paid since I joined the business, and that is an amazing thing to be debt free in order to get your credit cleaned up for free. Now, another thing that is very, very important to me that I see here is the YFL, Youth Financial Literacy. And what this program does, it provides financial literacy lessons to schools across the US, and it educates our students 5th through 9th grade. This program, it takes out $2 from the protection plan, which goes into the scholarship, because we do give out scholarships. And we just hit a deadline here at the end of January to where our first time college students and then our last year seniors, where they were able to apply. And my son applied for this scholarship as well. All right, well, I guess that is the end of my presentation on the customer side of it. And I'm going to turn it over here to Mr. Darryl Callum.
Miss Jessica.
Okay, I'm sorry. Miss Jessica Graham, I want to turn it over to you. She is doing amazing in this business. I want to say congratulations to you on your promotion. You are doing awesome. Keep up the good work and continue to be an inspiration to each of us. Did you make it to the line?
Yes, ma'am, I have. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate you. You did an awesome job breaking down those services. I got a lot of value from that. If you got a lot of value, definitely drop some fire in the chat. If you Got value from what Miss Krystal was able to share with us. I do want to give you all a quick Just a quick testimony of just my experience being a part of this amazing platform. My name is Jessica. I'm what's known as a sales director in this business. And you guys, when I first heard about this business, I just wanted my credit repaired. I knew that I just wanted my credit fixed, and I didn't want to have to spend thousands of dollars to do it. And so within a short time, I got my credit started fixed in July, and within 60 days in September, my score had jumped over 75 points, guys. And I had been working on my credit myself and could only get it maybe 10, 15 points, but this platform was able to speed up that process. It was efficient, it was quick. And so, of course, once that happened, I knew I had to share this with my family, with my friends, with the community of people around me who need their credit repaired and need to have access to the ability to budget, save, find out what they're worth, our net worth. And so it's up to us to spread it. I'm excited about what we're doing for the community, for just building each other up, because it's time for us to do it. And I'm excited. Thank you guys again. And you all are about to hear some amazing information from a gentleman by the name of Darryl Callum, who is just blazing the trails and giving opportunity. And he's just a humble guy and just always there for the mission, always trying to uplift and build people up. So I'm excited that you get to hear from such a great person as this man, Mr. Darryl Callum.
Absolutely, absolutely. Let me get my screen situated. That was phenomenal. Miss Jessica Graham, guys. Type WW in the chat for wealthy women, for two phenomenal wealthy women, not only financially, but in mind and spirit. And just it's such a blessing to be in partnership with two such phenomenal ladies. All right. So as she mentioned, my name is Darryl Callum. Before joining this platform, guys, I had no experience in financial literacy or credit repair, anything of that nature. And I say all that to say because they left me to speak about the money in this platform. All right. And we know that money isn't everything. All right. But it is ranked up there with oxygen, just to be real. So, before joining, I was a nightclub promoter on Las Vegas Boulevard. I did that close to 5 years. And, I had a fun time, made decent income, met people from around the world. But I felt like I wasn't really living in my purpose because I wasn't contributing in a positive way to my community, to be honest with you. I was just helping people turn up and live a fast-paced lifestyle. And that was a real detriment on my heart. And fast forward to 2020, everything came crashing down anyway. That door had to close due to the pandemic. It shut the whole strip down, shut the nightclubs down. That also shut my money down. So, my credit was jacked up, had no money coming in, no college degrees. My options was limited. I had to downsize, move back to Arkansas. Got 2 kids to feed. It was a rough period of time for me. I really didn't know what I was going to do, guys. Luckily enough, I seen a post on Facebook how I could get my credit increase for free and earn additional income. So like many of you guys, I was curious. I took a look at it. Me personally, I didn't really have I couldn't be too picky. I was desperate. I was like, let me get this thing a shot. At this point, what other options do I have? Long story short, within 4 months, my credit went from 505 to 742. Within 10 months, I became a vice president in this platform. That's a 6-figure title. So I'm truly, honored and thankful and very appreciative of, the platform and the life that it's been able to afford myself, but also to my children. Because, everything I do is to build generational wealth for my lineage. I like to say I do it for my last name and not my first name. And this platform been such a game changer because I'm able to spend more time with my children as well. See, some of us make good money on our jobs, but we're time broke. Kids spell love, T-I-M-E. So it's a blessing to be able to take my kids traveling and different things, spend more time with them, get to have those experiences and memories. And guys, 99% of everything we do is from our smartphone. If your phone isn't making money for you, I would question if that's actually a smartphone, and we've been able to build a positive, like-minded community of positive individuals from across the nation, just uplifting spiritual people that's going to help you grow in this journey. So that's another thing that's such a game changer about this platform. Type of 1 in the chat if you ever dreaded going to work because of your coworkers, or you ever dreaded going to work because of your boss, right? You wasn't too fond of them. Guys, every day I wake up excited because of the phenomenal team that we have of supportive individuals that's just committed to financial freedom, debt freedom and financial freedom. You know, it's all about breaking generational curses and building generational wealth for future generations to come. So I feel like we all just want one thing, and that's to be financially free, right? Well, guys, the gig economy, this platform is the fastest route to financial freedom that I believe is on the planet. And I promise you, I took a look at a lot of different things, a lot of different endeavors. I've never seen anything like this before, where you actually get to choose your own hours. You get to, work at your own pace. You can work sometime, part-time, full-time, from absolutely anywhere in the world. You pick your own hours. You got a supportive community. You got all the tools you need to be successful. You basically get your own credit restoration franchise business in a box. The company does all the work for you guys. We're not even repairing anyone's credit. Like, I don't think it's anything as powerful like this on the planet, and we simply getting paid to help people. It's close to 112 million Americans that need the credit restoration piece. How many people that are living paycheck to paycheck? Type of one in the chat if you know anyone who's living paycheck to paycheck. I was just reading an article the other day that said close to 80% of Americans are doing so. So it's a blessing to be able to actually empower people. And, as far as becoming financially free, guys, there's only two ways to actually make finances. Some of us think that we're going to just hit the jackpot. We're going to go to work a 9 to 5 forever, but somehow we're just going to magically become rich, guys. That's not going to happen. Most people, they can't even retire comfortably after working 30, 40 years, trading their time for money. You got to have a means of residual income. My mentor always tell me, if you don't find a way to make money while you're sleeping, you pretty much have to work until you die. So you're either going to work for someone else's business, or you're going to have a means of residual income with your own business, guys. And to be honest with you, a business is basically a product that is a company that offers a product or a service. Well, guys, I don't know any other product or service that's more powerful than credit, because credit is more powerful than money, right? So you want to thank the person who invited you on this call. And without further ado, I'm going to show you why this works for you. All right. So those phenomenal services Miss Krystal Allen did such a phenomenal job breaking down, guys. 112 million people need what we have, right? We're the most affordable company in our industry, and we're more effective. We're disputing every single negative item from the initial start with all 3 collection agencies. All right. We also have more value. We're going to give you identity monitoring through Allstate Insurance. A will and trust is only $188 to get started, and the company does all the work. That's pretty much a no-brainer for a client to get signed up. You get them signed up, the company does the work, you make $100 up front. All right. We got people signing up 3 customers a day, right? Guys, if you do the math on that, that's $100,000 a year. And just that one stream of income. We get paid 6 different ways in this platform, because not only are you going to get $100 up front, you also earn $12 residually of each monthly payment. You do the math on this. This is our busiest time out the year. It's income tax season, right? People want to do 2 things: lose weight and fix their credit, guys. You go out there and you're ambitious. You get 100 customers. That's $10,000 up front that you can make, plus $1,200 residually for the rest of the year if you don't do anything else but manage those customers. But it gets better than that, guys. As I mentioned, me personally, I always wanted a way to empower my community. I've seen many of us that never went to college. No one in my family ever graduated, had a degree. I've seen a lot of people in my community, they're still standing up on the same corners from 15, 20 years ago. So I wanted something that I can empower people, where I can, help them build their own business, and really have a shot at financial freedom. So with this platform, that's what we have. As you're empowering people and you expose the opportunity to them, you can earn anywhere between $100 and $560, just simply because that person wants to earn additional income for themselves and their family. So Miss Jessica, say for instance, she has the prestigious title of sales director, guys. It took her 3 weeks to do that. Once she got serious with the business, that's $380. Every time she signs up a new business partner, she makes upwards of $280 if a business partner signs up another business partner, a person she potentially never met. Miss Krystal Allen has a busy life, full-time mom, has a full-time job. She's a regional sales director, guys. That's a prestigious title. She exposed a business to someone. She makes $430. All right. So the platform gets very, very lucrative. as you start empowering more people. And remember this, residual and passive income is how you become financially free, right? It's not about how much money you're making. It's about how are you making money automatically without you trading your time for money. So this is an additional way that we get paid residually simply for building a bigger business. All right. So you start earning what we call a monthly infinity bonus. Starting off as sales director, Jessica just hit this prestigious title. The company is basically paying her a $50 cash bonus every month for sustaining that title. That's free money though, right? She doesn't have to trade her time for money to get that. All right. At vice president, guys, it took me 10 months to earn this. I put my head down, went to work, helped out a whole lot of customers. You know, I built a fairly sized team, but the company is now paying me $1,500 a month for sustaining this title. If I don't do anything else, that's not including the customers I'm bringing in, the customers that's paying, the new business partners. I get $500 a month for the override residuals off the whole brokerage company. Guys, that $1,500 is coming in automatically if nothing else happens. It goes all the way down to the pinnacle senior vice president title, where you can literally earn $300,000 a month residually for sustaining that title. Guys, I feel like this is the fastest route to financial freedom on earth. All right. As you start leveling up, building a bigger business, not only can you earn, you know, expensive jackets and luggages and watches, guys, level 1 of the R&R club is a $600 monthly car allowance. See, we have a 2 to 5 year game plan for early retirement. Most baby boomers, you know, they've been working 30, 40 years and they still can't retire comfortably. See, we're trying to help you retire early. Who wants to live their best life in their early life? Who wants to live their best life in their 30s? Why not live your best life in your 20s or your 40s? You're still young. This is what this platform can afford to you. That's financial freedom. Level 2, you get a $10,000 cash bonus. Level 3, that's a $1,500 car allowance upgrade. Level 4, guys, that's a $25,000 cash bonus for helping people that need this help anyway, an unlimited amount of people. The company is doing the work. It gets better than that. Level 5. Oh, so back to the level 1. Guys, when I first heard about these incentives, right, I thought it may take 30 years because I've never heard anything like this before in my life. Like what company do you know? What job is going to pay for your car note? I thought, okay, it's probably possible, but you got to sign up 1 million people. I was mistaken. Guys, my first 10 months in business, not only did I hit vice president, I also hit level 1 of the R&R club. Guys, the company pays me $600 a month on a brand new Mercedes. Mind you, since I have excellent credit, the car note is less than $300 a month. The insurance is $150. You know, your credit determines your insurance as well. That's on the 4th. You know, the other additional money that's left over goes? Guys, that's cash in my banking account. This is what you call financial literacy. We're en route to financial freedom. Level 5, you get a $50,000 cash bonus with an automobile upgrade. This is basically your dream car. Type your dream car in the chat, brother. It's a G-Wagon, Lamborghini, Rolls Royce, Bentley, Mercedes, Range. Guys, the company's going to pay for your dream car for helping people. Level 6, you get a $5,000 monthly house payment allowance. Take this into consideration. We're all in agreement that we're searching for financial literacy, right? We're searching for financial freedom by any means necessary. What's stopping people from becoming financially free? Debt, right? Crystal just showed us that Americans are obviously drowning in debt. What does debt look like? Debt comes in the form of bills. Well, what's the 2 biggest bills that most people have? It's their car note and their house note. If the company is paying for your dream car, if they're paying for your dream house, I would say you're a step closer to financial freedom, guys. And where I was really sold out with the platform is when I found out that this whole business of these residuals that you can accumulate is willable to my children. As I mentioned, I do it for my last name, not for my first name. And level 7 through 10, you get a monthly retirement bonus anywhere between $25,000 and $250,000. You know, so when I really examined this comp plan and the residuals and just my life on what had to get accomplished, and I understood the assignment and the mission, I realized like, hey, this is worth it. This will be worth dedicating 20 to 30 years of my life. Considering the fact that most people I know that work 30, 40 years of their life, they never become financially free. you know, all the older family members, I love them to death. Some of the hardest working people I've ever seen in my life, I still help them financially right now to this day. And they've been trading their time for money their whole life. So I felt like if it took 20 to 30 years of everything that was real in this presentation was true, I felt like it'll be worth that type of dedication to finally become financially free at some point in my life, right? And after joining, guys, I discovered that it's not even taking people 20, 30 years. This young gentleman done it in 5. You can Google him. Alfred Nixon right now, he's already completed level 7. So the mansion we're speaking about, he has it paid for by the company. His dream car was a Rolls Royce. He has it paid for by the company. His wife, she has the car allowance as well. She wanted a Range Rover. She has it paid for by the company. He's 29 years old, making over $300,000 a month, $0 in debt. I would say he's what you call financially free, right? He doesn't have to work anymore, and money is coming in passively. He can will all these residuals down to his beautiful children, guys. When I first seen Alfred Nixon's story, I was amazed. I couldn't even believe it. I'm like, no way possible. That man just came in, became financially free 5 years. I've never seen anything like this before in my life. I thought it was a catch to it. Maybe, you know, he had rich parents, influence, celebrities, something of that nature. So I started researching them, studying them, looking on his social media, scrolling down, and I kept scrolling. And I came across this picture here, and come to find out, guys, Alfred, he didn't come from a rich family of money or influence, anything of that nature. I don't know if you guys ever heard of government housing. Where I come from, we call that the projects. Alfred was literally living in a 2-bedroom with 8 people in it, picking up trash offside the road, guys. Last year, he retired his parents simply because it's so many people that need the help that we have, and you got a whole business in a box to be successful. You know, we're really blessed. You're really blessed to be on this call, guys, because we're really in position to change your future, your short-term and long-term future. You're in position to make 2022 the best financial year of your life. You're in position to change your whole lineage. You know, you got 3rd world countries, guys, they were literally killed for an opportunity like this. You're gonna have the same website that Alfred has, the same business back office. You have the same marketing materials Alfred has, right? You get the same trainings. He's gonna train you, right? Multi-million-dollar training. You get paid every single week. Not only do you get all of those phenomenal services Krystal went over, we're gonna help you remove thousands of dollars worth of debt from your credit. We're gonna help you build with positive trade lines. We're gonna protect your identity. We're gonna give you a will and trust where this whole business is willable to your children, guys. But you also get upwards of $100,000 in life insurance once you qualify. So it was pretty much a no-brainer to me when I got started. You know, we have cutting-edge technology tools. These are some of our top leaders. You know, Miss Nicola Smith-Jackson herself, she actually has the biggest organization within our platform. She's just a phenomenal minister. You know, she loves inspiring and motivating young women. She has a whole Pink Millionaire tribe. And a lot of women don't know, hey, 82% of women in America that earn over $100,000 a year, they do it from a home-based business. So I always like to tell sisters, like, hey, even if you don't partner up with our particular platform, you may want to take a look at something similar to this, just so you can have the odds in your favor to get the financial freedom that you say you're serious about obtaining. But I always like to tell them once again, hey, those other companies are cool. You got lotions and potions and diet supplements, that things, cool, good products that a person may want. Pretty sure we all agree credit is something you need, especially if you want to build generational wealth, right? We got, you know, some phenomenal women are part of our movement. You can see Miss Crystal Allen, you know, doing some extraordinary things. This is the infinite women of power. These ladies are just phenomenal. I salute them to the utmost. You know, they work jobs, they're full-time mothers, and they still find time to boss up in this business. So, man, type some fire in the chat for all the boss women on the call. Type some fire in the chat for all the boss women. You also have Mr. Ashton Henry, all right? You guys may have seen him on Steve Harvey's show. He's always on there speaking about credit, helping out the audience, answering questions about credit and different things of that nature. Guys, he's not fixing anyone's credit. He's referring people back over to the services Miss Crystal Allen went over. He's an agent just like us. You're going to get the same website that he has to be successful with unlimited income potential, we have a lot of celebrities partnered up with us. It was a no-brainer for as well. Mr. Teddy Riley, he's a Grammy Award-winning producer. He's seen the vision. He wanted another stream of residual income. He came in doing phenomenal things. You have Miss Yandy Smith, right? That's her and Ashton Henry. She wanted a way to empower the young women that follow her. You know, she wanted to like really put them in position to win financially and help them become more financially literate. And she just hit executive sales director on the platform, on her way to vice president. Super proud of her. This is actually me hanging out with Alfred Nixon and Ashton Henry, the guy from the Steve Harvey Show, the young kid from the projects. Both of these gentlemen are multi-millionaires. See, it's one thing to actually be in pursuit of financial freedom. It's another thing to actually obtain financial freedom. Most people who've never really had any type of wealth, we think that once we get financially free and have millions of dollars coming in passively, you would stop working at that point, right? Most people think like, that's what I used to think as well. But these gentlemen are actually in that position. They literally have 3 to 5 million coming in every single year. If they don't do anything else, they could really retire, but they still diligently work this business. And that blew my mind. So I was asking those gentlemen, you know, why do you guys do so? And they both pretty much gave me the same answer verbatim. I was just out there in Las Vegas hanging out with them. And they basically was telling me how it's not really even about the money no more. Once you really got, you know, you're in a comfortable position financially, it's not about money. It's more about impact over income. So these gentlemen literally feel like they was put on this planet by God to help as many people as possible become financially free. So you really want to thank the person who invited you on this call, guys, because this movement is just getting started. This is how you become wealthy in the world. You have to invest in something early on that a massive amount of people need. Imagine if you would invest in Amazon or Facebook, Google when it first started before it hit the masses. That's why I came in killing it. Ashton is doing such phenomenal things, guys, because we have a need-based business. There's an unlimited amount of people that need what we have. You're going to get your credit, all of those phenomenal services, which are normally only $188 to get started, plus a whole business in a box with unlimited income potential, right? It's just a one-time investment of $299. You got a whole business in a box. I started many businesses that started costing me thousands of dollars just to start. And then it's hundreds, if not $1,000 a month just to keep it afloat. With this business, it's normally only $89 a month because the company wants you to be a product of a product, right? To pay for those services. But guys, there's 112 million Americans that need what we have. 80% of people living paycheck to paycheck, they desperately want to earn additional stream of income. We're going to help you go out there and get 5 people. Not only are you going to make $500, your money back plus profit, but now you have a debt-free business. There's no overhead. Everything's profit after that, guys. You got people, I mean, Ashton took $299 to the Steve Harvey Show. Alfred took $299 from the projects to a mansion in Beverly Hills. I took $299 from 0 to 100,000 my first year in business. So you got to ask yourself, are you ready to go? We're going to shoot you over the link, get your website activated, pour into you, welcome you. You know, you're definitely in business for yourself. You're not by yourself. Or you B, I mean, you ready to go? It makes sense. You just have a few questions. We definitely want to get all those questions answered for you. Or you C, you just like to enjoy the services at this time, which is totally understandable. But I always like to end off with the fact, guys, that the secret of getting ahead is getting started. Right? I mean, we all want to become financially free. We got one shot at this thing. You know, 2021, I don't even remember it. It went by like that. What's the next 2 to 5 years going to do? What the next 20, 30 years going to do? Our kids are going to get older. And if we do what we always done, we'll get what we always got. So that's my time. Hopefully you guys got value from this presentation. Definitely get back with the person who invited you. And I'll see every single last one of you guys at the top.